third of the food that we produce globally for human consumption is lost or wasted. And in developed countries like ours, it's mainly at that sort of commercial side.
Waste is a resource. For us, it's an opportunity to, send what would otherwise be food waste, diverting it from landfill to create soils and grow food.
Food waste and other organic material breaking down is the biggest single source of emissions, of greenhouse gas emissions within our local government area.
It all started when the Leura Garage invited the business community to their restaurant to pose a very important question.
Can Leura become the first village in Australia to eliminate 100% of its restaurant food waste from landfill?
I was very interested in how I could potentially improve my habits, my waste, because I see a lot going into the bin and into landfill.
Well, most cafes, you're lucky if you make 10% profit. So the cost of waste removal can cut into that profit quite easily if you don't control it.
A large part of organic waste comes from food waste, generated in households and in businesses such as restaurants, cafes and pubs in the hospitality sector. In the organic waste value chain, while opportunities are emerging to help rescue, reuse and repurpose food waste, it is important to remember that avoiding food waste generation in the first place is the best opportunity for solving our organic waste problem.
To have a project where businesses have taken a lead and developed a project that engages with other businesses to help avoid food waste, then we just want to support that and make sure it's got legs.
In October 2020, Leura Garage partnered with University of Technology Sydney's Institute for Sustainable Futures and the Blue Mountain City Council to secure funding from the New South Wales EPA to make Zero Waste Leura a reality. The New South Wales EPA Love Food, Hate Waste Innovation Partnership project was funded by the New South Wales Love Food, Hate Waste program and sought to work with Blue Mountains businesses to measure and take steps to avoid food waste over 12 months.
Down this end, we've got all our food scrap waste off our vegetable prep. This all goes into this bin, which is a black bin, compared to our grey bins.
Through the Zero Waste Leura project, the Leura Garage has been championing the delivery of the EPA Your Business's Food program to Blue Mountains hospitality businesses.
Businesses understand the language of money. You can't manage what you can't measure.
The free program guides businesses through a 3-step process of conducting a food waste review and completing an action plan to identify opportunities for avoiding food waste from spoilage, preparation and plate waste. Whilst undertaking the Your Business is Food journey, Leura Garage reduced their weekly food waste by 55 kilos. That equates to a saving of around $385 for that week, shaving 43% of food waste from every meal. They were keen to spread the awareness to the rest of the village, leading other businesses to join the fight to reduce food waste.
I thought about the amount of waste that we throw away, and it's not cheap. We get 3 collections a week. I grabbed all my staff on Monday morning. I said, okay, we're going to do a zero waste project. And they said, well, what's that? Basically, what we're trying to do is count our waste. It's really given them an insight into, hey, never really thought about that. And they're starting to ask questions of how we can reduce this.
I bought my bins yesterday to measure the waste over a week period. And actually, most people are certainly interested, all my staff think it's a very good idea, but it's not going to happen unless I make them do it.
We've been actually watching what comes back on the plates, what is left at the end of the day in buckets, and watching it actually decreasing. It's made us all very aware of how we operate, how we on-sell, what people actually can consume.
By actually measuring the amount of waste that businesses can see, they're starting to put a dollar figure on that, and they're able to ask more questions about how they can better manage their kitchens.
sometimes you can't avoid it, like a potato peeling. If you don't want that, or you don't want the top of the carrot, or there's certain parts of it you don't want, then it's a resource. It's an enormous problem that we have to deal with. And in this day and age, why on earth are we wasting so many resources?
We also have a finite life on that landfill. Everything we put in takes up some space that we don't get back. So at some point that will close, and that will increase costs associated with waste in the Blue Mountains. So it is really important for us to try and preserve that landfill for as long as we can by avoiding waste in the first place.
It's just vitally important that we start thinking about how to avoid waste. That's all the water that it takes to make that food. It's all the energy, all the people, all the nutrients is all being wasted.
Through the EPA-funded Zero Waste Leura project, a key success was the development of partnerships between businesses, the local council, the state government, and the wider community to make the project a reality. The project engaged with 53 businesses, 10 businesses participated in Your Business's food, and 770 kilos of waste was measured, over $5,000 of potential savings. The project also raised awareness beyond the Leura community about the issue of food waste in hospitality businesses, via newspapers, radio, social media, and even an interview on Sunrise Morning Television. If you are interested in engaging your community in avoiding, reducing and reusing food waste from hospitality businesses, please contact the New South Wales EPA Love Food, Hate Waste program.